Good night, sir. Good morning, everybody. Well, I had a rough night's rest here with Melinda. Ooh, man, it was rough. Our air conditioner in this room makes a lot of noise. Listen to that. It's just been a getting her prepped and waiting game so far. They brought a diaper and a catheter in that's gonna be for her later. She's like, "What's that for?" She did not want to put on a big old diaper, and they're like, just in case this and that. And Mel's never went through none of this before, and she's like, "I don't need that." I said, "You gotta have it just in case. You don't want to get things in places they don't need to be." Yeah, it's funny. She's just going through all these steps, all new to her. I've dealt with it numerous times, but Miss Mel hasn't, bless her heart. But her surgery today is Saturday, and her surgery will be today at 4 o'clock. She could eat breakfast this morning, but she need to eat really early because they said that no food after 8 o'clock, and then no liquid after 12 o'clock. She could have water or some apple juice, and I went to 7-Eleven and bought her some apple juice up to noon. Don't know if she likes apple juice. If she don't, I'll drink it. The hospital is very clean, very, very clean and well organized. As far as like how they have their layout, how they're handling things, I like it.
Pero kung wala kami may makita, sa hindi kayo ma-insert ng ha?
Your first poke, huh?
It's on my right hand, so I can't chat anymore.
Oh my God, that's the real tragedy, huh? No more chat. I bet you will be.
I think I'm gonna try to use my left hand now.
Yeah, it's easy.
But my hair is gonna start.
Yeah, just relax.
Yeah.
It's all good. In the U.S., they would have already had you out of your private clothes.
That's why I'm just wondering.
I was hoping they'd already have you out so you'd have one of those little gowns with your booty hanging out the back.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's why I wear this one. It's more easy.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside that trunk? I'm telling you, I can go get some Tanduay. What do you want?
Yeah.
San Miguel?
It's the first time you can see the patient dancing, you know.
Are you getting anxiety?
Yeah.
I can tell. I can see it in your face. Just relax. Just relax. Remember, this is supposed to be for the good, the greater good. Bunny rabbit.
Yeah, I can't bounce right now. The bunny rabbit is laying down, resting.
Yeah.
No, there's no more bouncing. Yeah, but I thought that I need to change mine. Because just so.
Yeah.
So she was dearly friend with Katrina, huh? Our neighbor.
Right out the front gate of the subdivision there. It's always a small world, especially in the Philippines. Is it okay if we talk about your problem here?
Yeah, we can.
So
Dysfunction.
So a lot of women get this, and a lot of your wives have probably gone through it. But Melinda has 4 big, what they call myomas, fibroids, tumors in here. 2 of them are pretty good size. One of them is really huge, and that's what causes her to have this extended bladder. Like my hand there, you can see it's poking up. It's because she's got 4 masses in there, 2 of them being huge. And this is going to be a 6-hour-long operation to cut her and remove those. One of them is growing through her uterus wall, and it's all the way to the inside of her uterus and attached to other things. Now, this isn't something that is new, because there's so many women get this. In fact, there's figures like 80% women get this, but Melinda, he said, is up on the upper end of the size, the mass of how big it is that he's going to be removing. And then he said it was going to be a lot of blood loss in removing that. So that's why we were going to get blood donors. And they had also seen some new ones were developing. So he's going to try to go find all of those while he's in there. And that's what's going on. And this has been pushing on her bladder. It's got her uterus tilted. It's got her ovaries blocked. But he said not attached down on your ovaries though, right? It was just blocking the mass of it's just blocking the blocking the ovaries and the fallopian tubes.
Yeah, the fallopian tube.
Yeah,
It
said it wasn't attached to it. It didn't look like, but it was blocking. So she's never been able to have children because of that. She can only go just for a little bit, and she has to go to the CR constantly because the pressure on her bladder, she can't properly relieve herself. Been that way ever since we've been married. And we're not just now addressing this. We have been going to doctors in the U.S. and Philippines both here for it. And on my Blue Cross Blue Shield insurance in the U.S. And the U.S. just seemed like they just drug us along. They tell us just come in annually and this and that, and gave some like grim reports if they had to remove it. And then finally, when it was time to actually do something on it, her doctor that she had been seeing, the specialist on it, all of a sudden closed her practice and took some kind of job outside of the normal work that she did, like no office even anymore. And we couldn't even find out who had her records. And we were going to have to start all over from zero, from scratch, going and seeing a general practitioner, everything like that. She had never even been seen. It was a mess. And it's made us lose faith again in the U.S. medical system. Just so long to even just get in to see a doctor, so long between appointments. They just rush you through, rush you out. Just seemed a lot of less compassion, less humane, just all about strictly business there. It's the way I felt. I've had Melinda to make those comments as well. So we decided we're going to be living here in the Philippines. We decided to put our focus to treating her here instead of treating her there. And she's had friends that's went through this here, right? And they've all had positive outcomes. And so she had a little bit of support behind that. This doctor that we're using, we was referred into. And it took us no time to get in and see this specialist did it. Very quick. You went and seen a regular OBGYN.
Yes.
And then she referred you to him. And he got us right in the scene. And he delayed no time on what we need to do. And let's do it.
Yep.
And that's what we wanted right there.
Actually, it's just only this month. Actually,
Yeah.
we look. We start seeing the doctor this month, and then yeah, here we go. Never wasting time.
Instead of all that, like we've been just drug out in the U.S. So here we are. Check-in was a little tough. Things didn't go as smooth as we wanted, but it still seems like a good hospital. We still have confidence in this hospital. We chose this hospital. Some good doctors here. I've already seen several doctors here myself.
Last night we saw the one doctor that for the anesthesia.
Yeah, the anesthesia lady came in. She's super nice and just a pleasure to talk to you. She seemed very thorough.
Yes.
Yeah, and
at least it lift up your spirit. That you know that at least you encountered a good doctor. That not that so tight or strict.
well, I'm liking, other than just that little old hiccup at the check-in, I still have a lot of confidence with this hospital, and I like it. Been around other hospitals and here in the Philippines, and I still think this is a good hospital.
Yes, it's pretty clean. Yeah.
Clean, and there's a lot of nice staff here, and there's a lot of
Yes.
well-known doctors here, like that doctor that seen me. He did all his medical training, residency, everything in the United States. He is a U.S. doctor, him and his wife both.
Yes.
And they did their practice in Chicago for their whole career. And they retired to the Philippines, and they're working here now. I kind of like in their retirement, they're still working, but they're serving their fellow Filipinos here now. And very well-trained doctors. There's just a lot of good staff here. So I have a lot of confidence in them. You're still nervous though, aren't you? You're still nervous.
Really, of course I'm not used to, like I said, I only been to the hospital. It's on my second time, first time, of course I got that accident on the bicycle, okay?
Yeah, and cracked the egg.
Yes, it's just accident. And this one is my second time, so.
And the first time was what, like 10, 11 years ago?
Yeah, 2011. I accident there at Baraka, that mountain bike.
On the mountain bike?
Yeah, mountain bike.
Flying downhill and pulled that front brake.
Yes, because
no helmet on.
I get nervous because it's go down to the hill and I don't know what to do because it's really, of course, I don't like that hill down, and
and she made the mistake and pulled the front brake, not the rear one.
Yeah, I think I'm
bye ejection seat.
Well, in that case, I'm blessed on that. You see, I'm here right now.
Yeah.
Actually, not really got bad damage on my brain.
Well, there's a couple reasons behind that. Super hard head. I'm just gonna leave it right there.
Yeah, super hard. I have even though I don't have helmet at time, but the protection of my head, it's really thick already.
Solid stone all the way through. Well, I'm gonna let you get some rest and we'll chill out here together. We gotta just hang out, just doing this all day till 4 o'clock, and then it's off to the OR.
They brought some food there. I'm gonna look what they have.
You wanna see?
Maybe
let's see what they sent. So they sent, it looks like it says Energen, vanilla, Energen. Was it like an oatmeal cereal? Yeah. And let's see what else you got here, Melly Belly. I saw all this on a cart. A little bit of vegetables. Forget what you call this right here. Here. I saw when they were bringing all this up to put it on styrofoam. What's that called?
Oh, embutido. I already ate there, Not, you can keep this. I still have the same, but it's rice. I'd rather to finish.
You'd rather finish the one from McDonald's, huh? What about this, your Energen?
No, I'm good.
You want this?
Yes. I'm gonna practice.
You can still use your hand.
No, I'm gonna.
Here, let me do that for you. We're both one-handed right now.
Yeah. I need to learn to use my left hand now. My dad can you.
Here, you want this cart?
Yeah. My dad, I think you and my dad are the same though. They can use both hands.
Yeah, everything I can do with both hands.
Yeah.
Everything.
My dad's the same.
I'm
that,
actually legally listed as ambidextrous. I was in an injury deal and lawsuit, and they tested me, and it was the second time in my life I've been tested and found to be ambidextrous and to have a. Well, you were there when I went through that one test where they brought all those specialists in. You were there when it happened there in Forney. And they listed me to have a very, very high IQ. Yeah.
Would you mind to bring that again, baby?
What is it?
The food.
You want it now? You said you didn't, but now you do. So you're going to have Food Fest this morning?
No, I'm just going to get something in. This one, just want to try.
You want a little bit of that, huh?
Actually, it's the same. Same taste with that.
Abot mo na ko na yung mga Abot mo na ko na yung mga
At least not stress, right? Just enjoy.
Enjoy lang.
Yes, yan tayo.
Send ko kayo pala.
Send mo lang. Hello, nagbutal ko siya. Dok, din sa siya, kinuga din na daw. Hindi ako daw, ginugulang lang. Hindi magulong pa, magulong siya.
Yeah, I'll put it up on.
Bili ko lang sinilas ko dyan.
See you soon, baby. Well, she did it. She did it. Her first morning after surgery. Whew. It was such a relief. It ran into I don't know if you call it a complication or actually just him getting an extra surgeon in made it easier. It happened faster. But they ended up bringing a second surgeon in to work with the main surgeon at the same time and then work in duo to get it done. And they got it done.
Yes.
So
Okay.
that's pretty cool.
I think more than just less for 2 hours or more than
About 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it actually all happened faster, but he needed to work fast to get done what he was going to do. So having an extra surgeon apparently really helped him out. But she's okay, and actually she's even been up on her feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did it. Thanks God. And thanks to you guys, to all your support, and prayers. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It's
man.
help.
So they removed 3 huge tumors out of her. One of them's absolutely huge. A very significant size. We're talking about that one's maybe the size of a grapefruit, and then maybe 2 more the size of a large orange.
Yeah.
Just unbelievable how big they were, and then some small ones also.
Yeah, there's a small one there.
Yeah,
Well, because it's for total on that, right?
yeah.
Wow. Imagine how that one, in my belly, I think it's the one that really I bloated.
Just amazing. Cap seen them, and Cap, he said he was just speechless to see how big those were. He's like, oh, wow. Absolutely crazy. But it's something that Miss Melinda's been dealing with for many years in her life, until it came to a point we had no choice.
It is the one that that is actually I really wanted, at least, to remove this one. Because like every day, like I woke up, if I touch it, it's gonna stress my mind, what's happening, what is this.
And we tried in the U.S. before, didn't we? And they just kept pushing you along,
Yeah,
for years.
and it says that complicated to
Yeah, they made it really sound it was going to
yeah.
be.
That's why when we went check up over here, and my doctor, say that, he removed more bigger than that, and it's everything okay.
Yeah.
And
Well, we did it. You did it.
yeah, I did it
Boom. Thanks to
now
everybody for
for
your support.
recovery. Yes, thank you so much. Once again, thank you so much for all the support, all like all the helps and prayers and love. And don't worry now, I'm okay, and I'm healing. So I'm just hoping the fast recovery.
Um,
And maybe I'm gonna do the follow-up TikTok someday.
follow up TikTok. It's a beautiful morning out. I just thank you again, everybody, for the great support, all that positive energy. I could see when I met with the doctor right after surgery, his face was glowing and he looked so jubilant and happy. I think it's that situation where, like, you're stressed, and then once you get through something, you're just so relieved and happy. Well, that's the way the doctor seemed. He is such a nice man too. He's a very nice man. And it was just something that we're glad to get behind us in our lives now. Now she just got to take time and heal and not overdo it. And that's the problem with this stubborn girl. I think they need to remove that big stone in there. But thank you, everybody.